What's on your mind? Oh, by the piggish wounds. That looks like a four-dweller's skull. I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. It looks similar, but far more primitive. Quickly, let's hide it. Who knows how people may react to seeing something like this in the middle of town? Let's not cause trouble for Varel. Tell me, what was it like? What did you see? That's remarkable. And it still worked after all these years. I've heard of constructs before. I always thought they were just stories told about the four-dwellers, the kind meant to scare kids into behaving. But they were said to activate only in the presence of a four-dweller. So why did it respond to you? Sure, keep your secrets. I know there's something inside you. I just figured it'd be bad manners to ask directly. Whatever it is, it helped us make the discovery of the century, and I'm grateful for that. So tell me, what else did this construct say? That's it! By the gods, that's proof! Do you know what you've just discovered? Proof that the four-dwellers weren't born by the weirdness itself. They just evolved over the centuries, learning to tame the weirdness and claim its power. And if they evolved, maybe there's hope for us too. If we're strong enough to survive, maybe we can change. Live freely, without fear of the weirdness. Sorry, my mind was wandering again. What were you saying? Cave paintings? With their story? Incredible! Astounding! I'll have to go there myself someday. For now, I can only imagine what they might have looked like. Thank you. Here, take this for your reward and for your efforts for uncovering the artifact. I hope only the most remarkable adventures and discoveries find their way to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll return to my thoughts.
That has been my suspicion from the moment we set foot here. This place hums with magic, but it isn't the weirdness. I only needed proof. I just didn't expect it to come through Merlin's own memories. He did, just in his own way. He had a habit of doing that. I told him to sink the ships, and he did. But he also saved Nimue and the rebels because he wished to. And if that act gave rise to this whole kingdom around us, well, perhaps it turned out for the best, for Saris and its people. Though I wonder what fate awaits them when we need to reclaim the fleet for Avalon. When that time comes, I trust you'll make the right choice. It seems I did, though I can't fully explain why. I'm still not entirely myself. But I can understand it. In wartime, showing mercy to deserters wasn't a luxury I could afford. The war was nearing its end, true, but we still couldn't risk losing a single sword. By letting some sail and sinking the rest, I prevented more from fleeing, and, in a way, proved that I respected my people's choices, no matter the cost.
You doing okay?
Have some spare food or coin?
Good. Keep it up.
Have some spare food or coin?
That's me. It's true. It's been a while since we last communicated. She must be wondering what's been going on with me. Well, she'll have to forgive me. My current work is far more important than my obligations to the guild. That might sound arrogant, but it's the truth. Kind that could be a breakthrough for humanity's survival on Avalon. Do you really think Camelot can protect Avalon's people from the looming weirdness? I think so too. And it's not just their disorganization or corruption. It's their physical frailty. But I can change that. You see, the Dalriata are far superior specimens of humanity compared to anyone else on Avalon. I'm trying to isolate the essence of that superiority, both physical and spiritual. The formula I'm developing could transform humanity, making all people as strong and resilient as the finest Dalriata, resistant to the weirdness. Perfect. In the face of the looming catastrophe, should I care about cost? That's nonsense. The time for tallying costs is long behind us. Now we must focus on how to become strong enough to survive, not on the weak, who will perish anyway. Will you help me with this? To create my formula, I need a substance that acts as... well, I won't get into the details. I need the slime of a giant snail. You can find them here in the Forlorn Swords. Of course, you won't get the slime without a fight, but I have a feeling that won't be a problem for you. Excellent. The sooner you complete this task, the sooner I can get back to work. Remember, what we're doing here will be remembered in Avalon's history.
Go! You again? I see you've decided to head into the Forlorn Swords yourself. Charming place, isn't it? Just look at that! I am so close! The Frostgrot shells! They're near! I've heard that some snails leave their nests just to shed their old shells out in the open, so they don't have to leave the past where they live. Very wise, don't you think? The first Frostgrot I ever saw was in Camelot. It had been brought there by soldiers from the Forlorn Swords, on orders from the magicians and alchemists of the capital. The whole meaning of its life was reduced to being a specimen. They laughed at it. So slow, so useless, they said. They said the same things my father said about me many times. You're too slow, you're too weak, in his eyes. I heard that the path I chose marked me as useless. In the life they imagined for me, the only role I was ever meant to fulfill was that of a courtly woman. As strange as it may sound, yes. Every knight in the end must choose their heraldry. I wanted mine to be the Frostgrots, but first I had to get to know them, see them in their natural home, free and beautiful. And now, I'm so close. Oh no, I think I'll manage. Besides, if you don't mind, I'll be setting off again soon. The Frostgrots won't find themselves after all. Thank you once again, kind wanderer. Maybe we'll meet again, and I'll be able to tell you more about the Frostgrots.
I thought I heard it here once. Soft, like a crack in the air before storm. But it slipped away. Again. Did you hear it? That's all right. Most don't. The world taught us how to forget, before we even knew we should remember. I'm trying to hear the perfect thought. What remains of it, at least. It was the first true thing. We were made from it. We remember only the weight of its absence. It wasn't a word, and it wasn't a sound. It was what came before all. Before we knew how to shape clay and burn fields, before we named anything at all, before all that, there was a thought. Not a rule, not a command. Just the rightness of a thing standing where it should stand. Growing where it should grow. I don't think it meant to leave us behind. I think we forgot how to hold it. Maybe nothing. Maybe the stones would sit straighter in the ground. Because it's the only thing that ever made sense. Everything else is broken. It's real, because nothing else ever fit right after it was gone. Thank you for listening. My clansmen lost patience for me. A while ago. Here, take this. It might prove useful during your travels. Farewell.
It's crawling with monsters out there, isn't it? I'm hiding here to get my strength back before moving on. They call me Runner because I'm a fast runner. If I were still with my tribe, I'd have introduced myself as Shaba. But Scarin the Skin Taker gave me that name, and I just got used to it. Not really. My greatest sin was being a Gunvolder who survived. None of the other tribes would take me in. They think my survival goes against everything the Delrita stand for. Can you believe that? As if surviving is beneath the Delrita. Who needs us dead? Only the worms in the ground. So I joined Scarin the Skin Taker's band. We were like a family, until Scarin decided there was no place for me in his ranks. He's the top dog around here. After I joined him, he called me Runner. Said it was for how fast I run away from a fight. He's one mean son of a bitch. At first, it seemed like we all shared the same idea, uniting the Delrita, even the Nameless ones. But over time, he started losing it. He sees conspiracies everywhere, trusts no one, stuff like that. I think the power got to his head. I've heard it happen sometimes. Out of here. Anywhere. The farther the better. I've got just one last piece of unfinished business keeping me in these lands. But I need a lot more strength before I finish my mission. And all these monsters sure aren't making things any easier. I want to get rid of Scarin the Skin Taker. He shouldn't rule over anyone, and he certainly shouldn't try to unite all the scattered Nameless under his banner. What if he succeeds? The way he is now, he'd have us attacking our own brothers. I've had enough bloodshed. One eye's off to his war, and word is that Gurfhan wants to call the moot and go to war with Camelot. Or with one eye for going after Camelot. Either way, it ends with us spilling more of our own blood. But it's the truth. And I was thinking, if you're willing, we could make a deal. You see, if Scarin were to be killed by someone outside the Delrita, not only would he die, so would his legend. My Nameless brothers will see the truth. Someone wiser will take his place, and we'll live in peace. Exiled, maybe, but still honorable. Great! That's what I like to hear. Bring me his head, and I'll share what I took when I left the village. You won't be disappointed. Don't you worry about that.
You're not back to our man. This is my lucky day. You'll regret it. This is my lucky day. You'll regret this. We're not alone. Your money or your life? Your gold belongs to us now. I'll strike you down. You're nothing but a peasant. You're right.
Once we get rid of Scarron, everyone will be better off. You'll see. Excellent. I knew you could do it. Now, all I need to do is defeat you and bring your head to the camp. Whoever avenges Scarron takes his place. That's the way of the nameless Darita. Risk? Ha! I'm not risking anything. I bet the fight with Scarron weakened you, and I'll finish you off with pleasure.